Y'all, my lips feel like they're getting chapped. Welcome to 1111 True Crime. Coming at you, Mama D in the house. We are about to do a reading to find out our arrests. Oh, y'all, my lip. I hate when I do that. I'll leave it up on the screen over there and then I get the echo. All right, hold on. My lips are getting chapped. I'm on my third live already, but one of the lives was this morning. Well, this early afternoon on our other channel, Inspired Canvas. Let me show you what we did. We did this together live. It took us maybe an hour, maybe. Wasn't that long. We had a very, very good time. So it looks kind of yellow under this light. It's not. It's got a lot of blue in it. But anyway, that being said, are arrests happening soon? Is there information behind the scene that we don't know about? Okay, so we've done our research thanks to our beautiful private eye family. And it's been shown to me that sometimes when they make a plea deal with somebody that's conspiring, that they will delay the arrest so that they can not alert the accomplices that might destroy evidence and so forth. Maybe they can, put some secret wires, some taps. And we were like, that's interesting how Annie and Tommaso won't stay at their own house. Could it be because the feds were there and they think it's bugged? But if they're innocent, then that shouldn't be a problem if the feds listen to you. But isn't it interesting and intriguing that they haven't been home or seen allegedly for over a month, according to their neighbors? Allegedly. So Derek Kalila just did a plea deal and got a tiny little slap on the wrist with some probation and told to go to rehab for a major crime. Make you kind of wonder, is an arrest coming? So with that, we're going to pull some cards. Are y'all ready for this? Who's all here with me? We have a live audience and a beautiful replay crew as well. We have Jacqueline. What's the channel name? Do we get to page along? Yep. Yes. In fact, I'm going to be doing, not to get off topic, but just because you asked, I'm going to be doing a live where I teach you about brushes and how important every single different brush is and what it does. Because if you use the wrong brush, it could destroy what you're trying to make. It won't work. So we'll be doing that over there. I would love to have you join us. Hi, Renee Kennedy, sorry. I'm going to watch this one live, then go back to the previous live and rewatch. And we have one more live after this. So on this channel, it'll be our third live of 3 lives. Next, I'm going to let you ask the questions. We'll start off with our members and let our private eyes ask all the questions they would like for the first 10, 15 minutes. And then the second half, we're going to give it to our beautiful 1111 family. Okay, are y'all ready to do this? Yes. You just type @ Inspired Canvas 1, and that'll take you for the other channel. All right, you guys, let's get started. Now, just because, for my own legality disclaimer, I'm not a medium. I don't talk to the dead. I'm not a psychic. I don't know literally what's going to happen tomorrow. But, and I don't do spirit boxes because they creep me out. Jesus is my true Savior and my one and only. I talk to God all the time, as I encourage you to do so, which you probably are already. And that direct conversation with God has led me to the place I am in my life. And because I do not allow any other source or any other spirits to guide me, I only accept the guidance from God Himself, right? And I believe that we probably all have that ability. I've tapped into it. So with that being said, are you ready to find out? I think my camera is all crooked. Let me see. Oh, maybe it's not crooked. I think that box was crooked. Let's understand, is there an arrest coming soon? Now remember, everything's my humble opinion and alleged. And here we go. Let me close a window on the screen so I can see your beautiful chat. Elisa, Jesus is your Savior too. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Rod and Bulletin says, cover up big time. Okay. We've got energy cleared out of the deck. We'll give it a cut. Knock it out. Is there an arrest coming in the Nancy Guthrie? Okay. We'll take. Ooh, that flew out like an airplane, paper airplane. The fact finder. Focus on discovering the factual basis of any situation. Separate fact from fiction and ensure that your conclusions are grounded in reality. Fact finding is essential for accurate understanding. You know what that means to me? This means they're securing some facts. They're locking down evidence. They're on a mission for the truth. That is intriguing. I like that card a lot. A lot, I tell you, a lot. Hey, Susie Q, good to see you. J.E. Girl, happy to see you. Remember, you guys, hit that like and subscribe if you would be so kind. It helps me out, helps the channel out, and grows our family here. All right, let's see what else we get. Let's ask the perfect question. Now, right now, I'm asking the questions, but you guys will be able to have a chance too. So stay tuned. My question is, what kind of facts have they already got that the public doesn't know about? What do the feds or the investigators know that they're keeping tight to the vest? Okay, we got 2 cups. The discerning eye. Cultivate discernment in evaluating information. Assess the credibility of sources and verify facts before drawing conclusions. Avoid being swayed by appearances alone. And it's got a judge. A judge. So the discernment to evaluate information and the fact. Could this, so when I see this card, you know what that makes me think of? Search warrants, right? Because the judge has to sign search warrants as well as wiretap warrants. So it looks to me like that could be going on. There could be some wiretapping, there could be some tracing, there could be some figuring it out, right? We have another card. Ooh, look at that. That looks like what Annie and Tomaso's is going to look like, allegedly. I'm joking. I don't know. The veil of secrecy. Ooh, we're asking, is it going on covertly? We have respect confidentiality where it's required. Be cautious about sharing sensitive information and maintain discretion. Trust must be honored and protected in all interactions. Okay, so what that's telling me is that we won't find out all the details even in the read because the universe is saying respect this privacy, which gives me a lot of hope. A lot of hope. Komodo, thank you, lovely. Thank you. Wow, you are multifaceted, Mama D. I just found at Inspired Canvas 1, had no idea you had so many layers. Well, thank you. I'm so impressed in your diverseness. Oh, diversification. Well, thank you, lovely. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat as well. So, you guys, veil of secrecy and honoring that secrecy might mean that yes, your answer is yes. We have it all right here in the first 3 cards, right? The fact finder, they are digging around behind the scenes, getting the facts together. We have the discerning eye, deciding, is this real? Is this relevant? And the veil of secrecy with police tape. Can't even make it up if I tried, right? All right, you guys, let's jump in a little deeper. Ooh, I'm excited. I really am because we need a break in this case for sure. Doesn't mean we're going to get one right away, but hopefully the truth's going to come out. I see this fact finder. Just a little bit more details. I'm focusing on the discovery of the factual basis of any separate any situation. Me a little bit more about what they're doing behind the scenes as investigators in the Nancy Guthrie case. What facts are they finding? We got three. Home. I have to laugh because I just suggested, is it possible that Annie and Tommaso left home because they're worried about surveillance? And we got home, refuge, belong, and haven. Home. That's interesting. Right? So fact finding has to do with the home. Could be Nancy's home. It could be Amy and Tommaso's home. It could be anybody's home. It's a home. We have apple. Why does Nancy Guthrie always get this apple card? Like, I think this is the fourth time. Of course, we've done multiple reads. Wisdom, death, sexuality, and joy. It's almost like the forbidden fruit. The apple, the forbidden fruit. And roll the dice, take a chance, risk, and a leap of faith. Could think of this as the poisoned apple too, kind of like the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs apple. Apple could be teacher. Tommaso's a teacher. Take a chance, fact finder. Take a chance, risk, leap of faith. Interesting. Okay, let's look into the discerning eye, cultivate discernment in the evaluating information, assess the credibility of sources, and verify facts before drawing conclusions. Avoid being swayed by appearances. Miracle, dreams come true. You get what you want. They've got it. They got this. Okay, so I said this reminds me of search warrants, permission to do what they need to do, maybe even wiretaps. I don't know, but it looks to me like they got what they wanted. Get what you want. So it's approved. Here we have the judge. And then finally, the veil of secrecy. Respect confidentiality. Here's where I'm saying the universe is almost saying, like, don't touch this too much. You're not going to get a lot of details because this is literally a protected investigation. And okay, we just got a lot of detail. Torment, anxiety, bondage, depression, and troubled. Well, that's a creepy card. Veil of secrecy, anxiety, bondage. All I could think of is distress, mistress, bondage. But that depression, troubled, interesting. It says torment. Maybe in their mind, they think that it was somebody that was tormenting family. We have mystery, unknown, puzzle, illusion, confusing. And it's talking about the veil of secrecy. And there, that is very secret. But does it not look like a female, a feminine energy? So they're digging into, oh my gosh, the rose. I'm hearing like the if there be thorns. So we have passion, love, thorns, and short, rose, red rose. And I kid you not, it's a door with an arch door. It reminds me, I don't know about you, but does that almost like have the symbolism of Nancy's door in some way? Her door frame with the big archway and then the metal over the front. And it's saying the rose. We have red blood all over. She loved flowers, flowers on the porch. Remember the Herp, who I call Pat, because we don't know if it's a male or female, so I thought of Saturday Night Live, had a character named Pat that was like, you didn't know if it was male or female, and so it was like, it's like, oh, all right, that's the sound that made. that Pat made. But flowers on the porch, that has something to do with this veil of secrecy and mystery. And then we have this weird anxiety, bondage, depression, troubled, torment. I don't know, y'all. That's got me. That has me like going, what? What? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and dig into the tarot. Let me move my chat just a little closer. I got about 10 minutes left before I'm going to hand it over to you guys. Now, I want to understand this fact finding a lot better with the roll of the dice, that apple. Okay, let's start off with the home. The fact finder related to what a weird shuffling. Okay, what are those? Traveling and the magician. Traveling, illusion. Okay, let's get into this. Show me what this means. The fact, what is with the stuck energy? Hold on. We got to get that out. There we go. Starting to get the deck moving, getting the energy in the Nancy Guthrie case. What did the investigators find out when they were fact finding that applies to the home? Whose home? Now we know the Queen of Pentacles represents Nancy Guthrie. All right. Show me whose home. Oop. Something stuck there. We have something in the past. Long-term repetitive behavior at the home. They're checking out repetitive behavior at the home. Things that occurred over and over and over again. Wheel of Fortune. We'll put that there and move everything down a little bit so that you can see it. Okay. What about this apple? What is that talk about? Archangel Michael in reverse. So if you're not familiar with tarot, when we get in the upright, it means one thing, but when it's turned in reverse. Now, I do true crime tarot, which is a little bit different than traditional tarot. True crime tarot is not people living normal lives. We obviously have an investigation, and it's possible a serious crime took place. We have Archangel Michael, Temperance. Means something didn't mix well. It means that it would take a long, long time to temper something to get it to last. This is going to take a while. I'm asking about the apple. Wisdom, death, sexuality, joy. Something didn't mix well. Maybe they know this was some sort of a staged event, but then the death actually happened, wasn't meant to happen. And that's what didn't mix well. I'm just guessing. Okay, roll the dice. What is this? Taking a chance, a risk, leap of faith. And he comes in upside down, in reverse. King of Cups is somebody that usually holds it all together on the outside. They're cool, they're calm, they're collected, they look emotionally well, but they're not. We have turbulence all underneath this. And so they usually hide it pretty good. This is almost like a secret. It's also an offer. So that king, he's got his bell. He could ring his bell. This is almost as if somebody is singing or ringing a bell in secret. Could that be Kalila making the offer and singing in secret? Rolling the dice, taking the chance by being honest and truthful. That is interesting. I don't know. What is this discerning eye with the miracle? So we have this judge and we have this miracle as if the judge allowed this. So we have not everybody on the same page. We have communication issues behind the scenes with the courts, communication issues with confusion. Well, that makes sense because 5 of Wands is about confusion. These guys are all supposed to be making a star, but they each have a one part, and together they could form a star, but they can't. Nobody's on the same page because they're confused and they're all struggling. And we have on top of it confusion. So this is telling me there is a lot of confusion around this, but it's all getting cleared with something that just happened. Maybe in court. The only thing I know that happened in court is Kalila. Get what you want. Is that possibly Kalila telling the truth and they're protecting him? We have this aha idea, and wands are about communicating, and that's somebody absolutely communicating the aha idea, the moment. So we have this veil of secrecy, torment, mystery, and this rose. What is this about? The world. Secret from the world, keeping it quiet, close to the vest. And we have definitely digging in deeper. Wow. So this can be buried information. So this person's come along, they've planted a seed, they've nurtured it, and they've grown this beautiful plant, this money tree, and it's finally starting to produce. So it took a long time. But the key here, when you're doing true crime tarot, is that this is buried. The plant is buried. It's also planted. When you think of planted and buried in true crime, it takes a whole nother meaning. When we see the Page of Swords, this is inspection. This is the detective of the tarot. This is the person that learns more, digs deeper. We have things that are buried, possibly in the past. There's a lot of secrecy from the publicity. Anything else we need to know before we take off and give our beautiful 1111s, our private eyes, the questions, and then we pull the answers? Anything else in the Nancy Guthrie case? I knew we wouldn't get a lot when we got that discernment card about the veil of secrecy. A decision's coming, y'all. Is there a arrest coming? There's a decision coming. Are they close enough? Is there an arrest coming in Virgo, home, keeping it tight to the vest? A decision that they are keeping to themselves, the Hermit, Virgo energy. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Clarity is coming. Clarity is coming. It's very possible there's an arrest coming. Walk away about the, oh my gosh, this could be, in theory, could be Alila walking away from the pact, the oath that he took, to tell how this tower really did happen and led to the death of possibly someone. Now we do have this King of Pentacles, this mundane energy that likes to micromanage everything from behind the scenes. Could that be the scrubber who was worried? About the bartender, right? All right, you guys. I'm going to come back up to the top side. You guys have been amazing. Hold on a minute. Let me grab these cards right here. We are going to jump over. That was enlightening, not as much as I wanted it to be. I'm just making sure my cards are in the upright because we had a couple in reverse. But when we hit that fourth card of the Veil of Secrecy and warning me, be careful what you share, I kind of know that that means that there's probably something more going on behind the background. And God doesn't want to mess up that, right? No more than we do. So with that being said, are you ready? I got my cards ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. Should we do this together, you guys? Buried in nature. Right. That's what that one note said. That was so strange, right, Lisbon? Lisbon? Do I always say Lisbon for you? Have I done that like forever, Lisbon? I think I've always called you Lisbon, and it's Linbon. Well, I'll probably still call you Lisbon because that's what you are. I love you. Jacqueline says, I wonder if they sent DC to rehab to protect him from retaliation from the chef and the waiter? That's a good question. Well, thank you, Nikki, saying it's a great read. All I do is read the cards. Could that mean we are getting close to what's really going on? I feel like it does. I don't know for sure, but thank you so much, Wendy. I feel like I have static or something going on. Hello, hello? Are you there? I grabbed the wrong cord to unplug. Oops. So don't need to post. I know. You heard a little interference? All right. You have so many questions? All right, then it's time. It's time. Julie's got questions, and I know you do too. And with that, I love you to the moon and back, always and forever. And just like that, we're let me practice it. Let's do the time warp again. Did I nail it? To the dirt I shall return when my eyes are closed in the shadows. My enemy